Hey folks, I was going to actually stop playing this, but I decided I'm going to play another turn because I've been looking over while I've been eating my breakfast. I've been looking over like what needs to be done in this game, and I'm seeing so much stuff that I'm missing because I'm playing too quick. So, for example, Oglar Ruins here. Oh, by the way, just for you, so you know, we're on round 149. Just like so, for example, Oglar Ruins here. This has got scavenging points. There's absolutely no reason why I shouldn't be getting an asset out here, right? So let's do that. I'm going to do that immediately before I forget. Oh, we got the road out already. So we're going to go and put up a recycling facility. Now, there's another thing that I looked at. I'm going to do this before we look at the history and stuff. One of our leaders isn't very happy, and he's an important leader, Doug Gallywalker. I think he's being affected by this, this corruption thing that's going on. And he's stealing money off me as well. Now, we could probably try and recoup that, but for the time being, I need to get this guy on my side. He's a director of the Military Research Council. Having his loyalty this low is really, really bad. His relation this low is a really, really bad idea. So let's see what we can do. He's already had the Medal of Merit. But, yeah, we got the Investigate Leader. That we're not going to pass that, I don't think. We can threaten them, but that's not going to work either. We don't really have that kind of guy. We can give him the Hero of the Nation, though. This is going to improve the relations up by 50%. It's a really, really cheap card as well. Doug Gallywalker, thanked you for this. So he's actually gone up to 55 now. That's still in the danger zone, but not like really, really high in the danger zone. The other thing we can do is we can give him a relation. We can give him an earlock. Now, this is expensive, but it's quite a good one. Okay. Yeah, and then you could retire them, I guess. You can also give a monetary gift to a faction. We can't really afford that at the moment. Now, let's just have a quick look at the history this turn. Yeah, so I'm not really sure what Dunkelstart are doing. They don't seem to be making any moves. Their relations are as good as they're probably going to be for this point of the game from a militaristic, regime. So we're going to just try and keep those guys sweet. Sansaria are not... They're still at 40 loyalty, so that's manageable. Yeah, we took an attack here in the north. Those guys have taken that light geyser energy production place. I'd like to get that back if I can, because it's free energy. One thing that's... Now, again, bear in mind that I've been playing these episodes back to back, so you guys haven't really had a chance to comment, but I'm going to anticipate some of the comments that are going to be coming in. Bear in mind that you're going to probably be seeing this episode probably about Tuesday, I think. So Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. Might be Monday. Well, anyway. But I know that you're going to be going, uh-oh, lots of troops, lots of war coming, and minimal logistics. Yep, way ahead of you. Do not worry. I'm starting to build up. We've got a supply base here. We've got this new zone called Exchange Top. But I'm actually going to rename this, I think. We don't have a governor yet, so we're going to have to put a governor in there. Oh, why is it not... That's weird. It's not giving me the option to put a governor in there. That's kind of odd. I've not seen that before. Usually a governor comes up. It might be because the truck station is not completed yet. That might be why. Well, anyway. So yeah, we've got a truck station there. This truck station next turn is going to start pushing out... logistics up this way. Now, so we've got this one covered. We've got plenty of logistics going through. I have rejigged this a little bit, so we've cut off this route here, and instead we're not cut it off, but yeah, we've got a supply base here. Look, and I don't think we need that one now. I might just mothball that supply base there. I don't think we need it. It's just wasting oil. Yeah, because we're not really doing any operations up this way, at least at the moment. However, yeah, we've got more. We're going to have more logistics going up this way to fund, to fuel all these guys. The other thing is, of course, is our opponents in Goldstone. They're actually fielding laser weapons now. We don't want to be taking a lot of casualties. I really do not want to be taking casualties, and I really don't want to be shooting too much because our logistics look good at the moment. But if we start doing loads of fighting. All of a sudden, casualties and ammunition costs are going to really snarl up our logistics system. And I don't need to be fighting because I think I've probably got more troops. I don't know if that's true, but at least I'm a human. And I think I've probably got a better chance of being able to use my stuff intelligently than the AI. I mean, the AI can be pretty good, but... So my job here is to try to encircle and starve rather than doing too much fighting. That said, we do have some, you know, there are some opportunities like this, for example, here, where they've just left some motorized flak, independent motorized flak, just sat there in these hills. They are not going to fight well in these, you know, in this place. I think flak probably counts as guns, I'd say. Get a defensive modifier. Yeah, they're motorized though. Have a look at these. Yeah, they are guns. Yeah, they count as guns, so they do get it. Yeah, they're actually not that bad. They're going to do some damage, but I think we can probably, you know, on an infiltrate, we can probably do some damage. So I'm going to pick my targets, try and do some cause some casualties, try not to take too much damage in return. Make sure that we're holding our battle lines. I'm not going to waste my time defending stupid, like useless territory like this. But the AI is kind of falling back. Let's have a look at the vidcom. We've discovered Walker hydraulics and we've completed an anti-air gun of that flak gun. The next thing that we're going to go for is... Oh, I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look. We've discovered a tank destroyer. And yeah, we've got some cards, including a Hero of the Nation card, which we just used. Okay. We've also, this turn... Oh, have we got the... I don't think that asset went up this turn. Yeah, demetallization has got another 0.2 turns. It's kind of annoying. So we're gonna have to sell some more stuff this turn. Let's do that immediately before I forget. I think we're gonna get rid of... We'll get rid of some fuel. Let's sell 500 credits worth of fuel. And we're gonna sell 900 metal. We can sell a bit of water. And that's probably enough. Next turn, well, another 2 turns we'll start getting some rares in. We do have some excess food as well. Food's not a great price, sadly, so I'm not going to bother with that. We can turn that directly into fuel. In fact, while we've got a little bit of a deficit, while we've got a little bit of a deficit in fuel costs because we're doing a lot of movement, let's increase the output of our biofuel place. That is going to be pushing out 1800 at most, so this should be max. It should be, you know, this is going to be about 800, something like that. We have got less workers, unfortunately. Yeah, it's probably about 800. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be getting more fuel and slightly less food, but that's okay. Okay, let's start moving these troops back into positions where they want to be. Okay, they're still going to have to march their way up by foot. Now, I think I'm going to leave this 3rd Brigade somewhere around Maulet. I don't really think we need... One, we don't want to be snarling our logistics up by having to have too many troops around. The other thing is, I think it's just wise for us to keep some troops around here, just so that we can defend it if necessary. So I think the 3rd Infantry are actually going to stay down here. They do need to be replaced as well. They need replacements. I might add 1st Independent Mechanized Artillery to the 3rd as well. There we are. Okay, and then we'll start getting these guys replaced with proper troops. They're on infiltration at the moment. Yeah, they don't need to be on infiltration. Let's put them on field training, just so that any new troops come in will be trained up very, very quickly, just in case. I don't think we need that. I suspect that I'm making that call more because I think it's probably, you know, just in case we get attacked, basically. I'm not expecting us to get attacked, but it's possible, so just in case. I am going to strategic move this red group up here, the 4th. So let's get these guys moved up to the front. I want these guys in a position where they can be fighting almost immediately, because these are a powerful group. They've got a really good commander. Like, he's probably one of our best commanders we've got, and yeah, he's really experienced. They're a big formation. I'm gonna use the 8th here, the 8th Infantry, 8th Light Infantry Brigade. We're going to be using these guys to hold the line here against this side, and, you know, just act as reinforcements. Whereas the 4th are going to be the guys who are going to be doing the fighting, I think. We'll also have the 1st as well. The 1st are going to be kind of holding the line here, but what we'll do is we'll be moving the 4th into position to be actually fighting, to do as much of the fighting as we can. So that's the job there. Let's see if we can find... Have we got any more of the 4th kicking around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So that's those guys moved. We've got a few... Let's go and take these light geezer back. Wow, they are out of range. Interesting. Okay. They'll get food. That's all that's important. We'll keep these in position here. They're doing a good job. These guys want some replacements if we can get them. No, we're not going to be able to get them in there. It's probably just out there, out of the range. Probably no logistics as well. Have we got a bottleneck? No. They're probably just a little bit far out. We need more of these troops on this side, I think. Okay. Yeah, so we want to avoid fighting. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be moving around and trying to keep the enemy on there, you know, trying to keep away from anything that's going to get us attacked. That, you know, if that means falling back and not fighting, you know, like falling back, I will do. I don't really want to be taking casualties. My opinions on taking casualties in Shadow Empire have changed a huge amount. I've never really had problems with the casualty, you know, the casualty levels before in this game. It's never been that difficult for me, and this map has really taught me some lessons, you know, really serious lessons. I'm gonna get these bikers up. I want these bikers moving up this way. So this is all desert. I don't care about defending this. We've got to try and figure out how we're going to go. Now we want to be going for Goldstone. I think we're going to go round. I think that's going to be the way to do it. And these guys are just going to be holding the line here. And, you know, I think the 4th are actually going to go up this way. That's probably what's going to happen. So we're going to hold the line here. I don't really need to be fighting these guys. Once we start moving towards Goldstone, they're going to start moving them all back. Then, during that process, we will find any opportunities we can to encircle and destroy. So one thing you want to do, for example, is just not guard. Like, they might be like, oh, we can get down here and try to encircle them. Yeah, where are you going to go in this desert? You're not going to go anywhere in this desert. That's not good. So we need to try to encourage that kind of behavior. Let's see if we can get some troops up this way and just start to encircle them. See if we can, you know, we might be able to kind of, might be able to push them back a little bit, or at least force them to kind of make some kind of move. Okay, like this, look. So let's see what we can do here. They might want to come down, you know, might try and come down this way. If they do, that's great, because I can just move it. I can just snip in here. In fact, look, we can get an encirclement already. There we go, look. So that is a thing. Yeah, they're going to have to fight their way out of this now. They'll probably attack me with this heavy tank battalion. Well, look at that. Minus 3.2, but we attack with the guns as well. Now, we're attacking into these guys while they've, you know, they're in really unfavourable terrain. And we do have some guns. Now, the heavy artillery is not going to do it. Sorry, light artillery is not going to do anything to these things. Maybe if we put these bike guards on a attacking stratagem, though. Retreat at 20% losses. No initial attack penalty. You don't get any attack penalties for bonuses for infantry there. %50 die and retreat. All that attack's brutal, man. I do like using it, but just a little bit brutal. Let's see what we can do here. Let's see if we. I don't know if we'll be able to take these guys out, but let's see if we can kill a few tanks. This is a good option because they're going to attack us in the. Yeah, look, this was a good exchange for us. It's a really good exchange. Now, why did I do that? Why did I risk that? I want to tell you why I did that, because the next thing that these guys are going to do is they're going to go up here, right? And they're going to attack these and they're going to push them back. So now that I'd committed, I thought it would be better to try to do some damage. Now, they haven't got many of these left now. Now, they've got 40 metal heads, but these are now going to have less morale, less readiness. They're probably going to attack into this place here, I'd say. Which means I reckon I should probably move these guns up. Yeah, let's move those guns up there. Let's move those guys down here. Okay. Meanwhile, now I wouldn't have done that on its own if there wasn't if I didn't have another plan. Okay, my other plan is to keep moving up this way with the 5th here. We can actually go quite deep into their territory here. But let's see what we can do. I want to go and grab much territory this way. Okay, now that's going to increase the action points, and as you can see, look, motorized infantry. This is why you use mechanized infantry. This is why you use these guys. Look at this. You can get right round here. Ah. Okay. We won't have enough action points to do that, but we might be able to attack with these. Let's see if we can do this. Awesome, look at that. Just in a few rounds as well. Super result there. Okay, they're not going to be able to get out of this, I don't think. I think I've got too many troops here now in this line that are going to be putting action point reductions on these hexes. So we've got a nice little encirclement there. Great job. Great stuff. Let's keep moving these ones up. Okay, we're going to get these bikes over this way as well, so we can threaten moves up this direction. Threaten encirclements. We're moving in towards one of their zones here. I think Goldstone's is starting to see the extent of the stuff that I've got on the map now. We've got these tanks. Have we got the logistics? I think we've got the logistics to run these. Have we got roads here? That's another question. Yes, we have. Okay, there we go. Look, so we've got some proper roads going up. Okay. No, I might move these motorized MGs up this way. Machine guns. There we go, look. Okay. More mechanized troops. These are anti-tank. Now we could bring those down here next turn if we do have some trouble from these heavy tanks. Now those anti-tanks probably not going to be... Yeah, they're not going to do a whole lot against these massive these heavy tanks, but they're better than nothing. They will these things will kind of shrug off that kind of anti-tank. Although you do have to take the caliber, this caliber bonus into account as well. And these are big guns, these trimmer guns. They're 180 mil high velocity, so they're going to be a little bit of a bonus. They're not going to be completely useless. Just put it that way. Okay. What else? Yeah, I'm kind of liking the look of this. Yeah, I don't want to be attacking where I don't need to attack. That's one thing that I'm thinking. They've got laser guns, some of these dudes. And I don't want to be I want to be taking on odds that are, that are winnable. And without us taking too many casualties is really important. Once we get the fourth infantry here, these guys are really we can actually start pushing a wedge up this way, and I think I'm going to move these guys like this and try and drive a wedge up this way. These are going to be encircled now, so they're going to be demoralized. They're not going to have fuel. They're going to be getting any ammunition, and we don't need to even engage them. We'll just let them starve. So that's good. We've got some motorized artillery. I'll bring the artillery up this way. And we got some more artillery up this way. Let's just... This is like... We can't get across these mountains easily. We're going to have to go through the roads. Or build our own roads, which is incredibly expensive, unless we get that engineering tech. But that's expensive. You know, it's going to take a while to get. So, yeah, I mean... Really, this is a bit of a dangerous game. We could try and go this way. Go round this way. But God, I don't know if you've seen, but Goldstone's massive. Look, this is brown bond. This is Goldstone here. They're massive. They are absolutely enormous. They stretch right across the map, look. They are huge. Now, they probably haven't got that many. They've got a lot of... They've got 3 times my population. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I showed you this. So let's have a look at the victory overview. No, a lot of you like to see this regularly. So Goldstone Federation actually they've got 22% of the planet. And they've got 37% of the populace. So nearly 1 in 4 of the whole people on the planet lives in Goldstone Federation. Compared to our 12%. They're like, you know, 3 times bigger than me. Population-wise. They are... Not 1820... 1827. Yeah, they're not nearly 3 times bigger than me planet-wise, but they're doing pretty well. And they are almost 3 times as much victory points. So we're really going for the heart, you know, going for the biggest fish in the tank. Okay. Yeah, try and keep these guys close to our logistics, if I can. Okay, yeah, so that's about that. We do need to replenish this brigade, but I need to get some recruits in the back. Oh yeah, which of our zones really needs recruits? Sorry, colonists, because we got some colonists to spend. Minos always. Neris needs a few. Crank is really in bad need. So is Bondhausen. I think Crank is going to be a pretty big, important one. So let's get some people in there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Whether they stay there or not, I don't know, but we'll do our best. We might be able to play a card on them to keep them happy as well. Let's see what we can do here. No, we got the feasts card, but yeah, it's not worth. I really don't think this card's worth you know, 1 fate point, to be honest. Yeah, we'll leave those cards for the time being. Okay, that's looking good to me for a turn. Yeah, so the big thing is we're going to get these rares out of here. I'm going to try and get this scavenging as fast as possible. I'm also now we've got exchange top here. I'm going to rename this to Forsetti Point. I think I'm going to call this, and then we're going to try and get a zone up here in Zalora Ruins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, maybe I'll just eat the admin strain and just put some zones up. Put some whatsits up here. Exchange point. So we've got the exchange top. Sorry, I'm going to call it exchange point. Sorry, I'm going to call it Forsetti Point. So these we need to get another asset up here. So we've got a truck station already. We want quality of life very quickly, but we'll get a bureaucratic office up first because that's always a good one to go for. Because you get those bureaucracy points. I think that's it, guys, for this turn. We've got money. We've got some political points left over that we might need to use. Those guys are on entrench. These guys are on infiltration. Oh yeah, I was going to attack here, wasn't I? Let's see what we can do about taking these guys out. These guns out. Don't want any casualties if I can get them. There we go. Look, we managed to push them back. Good. So we've taken some territory there and we've managed to push some troops back. We didn't take any losses. That's what I like to see. Excellent use of troops there. Yeah, we're going to try. If we can grab this, I'd like to take Gwegon back. You know, partly as a pride thing, really, but also because they have got some heavy industry in an air base. A few bits and pieces that we could use. And be able to move our, our fighters up there would be useful too. We might want to put an airbase up this way. It really depends on where this thrust, where our thrust stops. Next turn, by the way, we should be able to get plenty of, we've got plenty of logistics points up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Might put a supply base somewhere around here, 6, 7, wherever it is. Used to be 6, I think it's 8 now. Depending on stuff. 167. Yeah, because we've got this supply base, that's going to be extending it. So right, we need to extend this road a little bit as well. I don't want to expend any more industrial points there, but this should just extend our natural supply a little bit further. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, if we can break through here, look, that would be like I mean, really, I want to move these guys up, but I just don't have the troops really to do that. I could bring these back down. The problem is, yeah, I'd like to mass them for an attack. Yeah, I'm going to bring those up there. What are they going to do? They're going to go all the way down there, and then they're not going to still be able to cut me off. So. But this threatens an attack here then. These are going to defend really, really well, by the way, because they've got high hit points, look, and they've got triple assault laser rifle. So they're going to be doing horrendous amounts of damage in soft defense. But these are a hard target. Although they don't have high hit points, to be honest. But 529. Yeah, they'd be alright. They'd probably be okay. They've got quite heavy armor, these rovers. So yeah, if we could get some tanks up here or something. But anyway, we're going to threaten them at least. So we'll see what we can do there. But I'm liking the look of this situation. So just to recap, we got the 8th kind of holding this line. We've got the 4th who are going to be moving up this way. We've got the 1st who are holding the line on the right side of the Gwegon flank, we'll call it, on the Gwegon front. We've got the 7th who are currently conducting holding a pocket, an encirclement and pocket holding. They've got some extra troops here. Can we add those to the 7th? No, I don't think we can. They've already got too many troops added. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to hopefully be able to kill some tanks, and that's good. We have got the 5th who are also conducting these guys almost a blitzkrieg. They will be able to do a blitzkrieg once we get some tanks up here, but they're basically doing a rapid move to kind of encircle and threaten driving a wedge down the centre of Goldstone, essentially, or on this flank of Goldstone, right near their SHQ. They are supported. Excuse me. They are supported by the 6th Infantry, who are these guys are actually. I'm kind of trying to keep these in reserve. I don't want to be actively fighting with them, but I might use them to kill these these insects, to stop these insects from bothering me too much. But they are mostly going to be kept in reserve. Plus 50 action points, but they get minus 40 on attack and less readiness. Yeah, I don't want to be force marching them. I'm just thinking, what can I do to make these more useful? But let's leave them as they are for now. They are a reserve brigade. Really, it's this one here. It's the 5th and the 7th working in tandem to kind of like push up in this way and see what we can do. The big problem, apart from logistics here, once the fighting starts, is going to be navigating around this massive mountain range. I mean, this is like the Himalayas, right? This is like trying to get through Tibet, except Tibet's 3 times bigger than it really is. So we've got to try to, we've got to pick our points of access. We don't have the aircraft to be able to do, aircraft stuff like air bridges. So we've got to kind of figure out how we're going to do this with the forces that we've got. Now, I know a lot of you guys like to see, all the cool little toys, like, all the different new types of tanks and walkers and all that kind of thing. But the majority of the work is done in Shadow Empire with infantry and, kind kind of mobile stuff, mobile infantry, basically tanks and APCs. In my opinion, like I tend to, at least that's how I play, and because these things are incredibly flexible. They're a little bit squishy as well, but they're really, really flexible. And when you've got numbers, you can do a lot with infantry. These are your bread and butter. So we're probably, you're not going to be seeing a whole... I mean, I'm going to try and get walkers out eventually. All of what I'm talking about at the moment is really hinging on me being able to get my industry back into a position where it's viable for me to start getting the better stuff like aircrafts. I'd like to get aircraft out. I think, before this game is over, I'd probably be able to win the game. I think defeating all of Goldstone, I'd say we're going to be getting close to the victory condition with that. But I don't think we're able to get out of fighting Dunkelstart, for example, or Sansaria. We've got a couple of decisions to make, and I'm going to win the turn. Let's just leave this model design council priorities as they are. Same with foreign affairs. Model design. Come back to that. Spies in Sansaria. Okay, we're going to keep the Democratic Trade faction in power here. And then we've got model design here. Okay. I don't know. Have we got design points on our anti-tank guns? Yes. That's on the PK. Then we've got the trimmer gun as a different one. Yeah, this wasn't a very good weapon, but we could probably get a better weapon rolling on this one next. I might upgrade the trimmer gun. It'll only take one turn. So build upon the trimmer gun. We're going to go for the biggest caliber we can get, 300mm combat armor.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, that'll come out next turn. And that's it, guys. I think I'm going to end the episode and the turn here. Thanks for watching, and please leave a comment, like and subscribe and all that stuff, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.